Hello, good evening, everyone. Today we have with us Dr. Anashwara Jacob from Madras Medical College, who is online ADRPLEXUS student, who secured All India rank 18 in the recently conducted INICET examination. First of all, hearty congratulations, Anashwara.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
How are you feeling once you see the result? How are you feeling?
Sir, actually, when I saw the result, I didn't believe it. I saw the serial number that comes in the first column, and I thought 1020. I thought, okay, I'll have to try again because I kept AIMS New Delhi as my target. So I thought, okay, that I'll have to try again. Then I saw something overall rank 18, and I couldn't believe it actually. So I kept asking everyone around me, please check, please check, please check.
Okay.
With my roll number, yeah.
Nice. So, your parents and all probably were very happy and
They are
enjoying the
very
moments,
happy.
Anashwara.
Yes,
Okay.
we actually did not expect it
Okay.
at all.
So hard work always pays. And hearty congratulations to you, your parents, and all the family members and your teachers.
Thank you so much.
So Anashwara, can you quickly explain your journey, this INICET preparation, how many months you prepared, what is your typical day? How did you prepare?
So actually, I joined the online course as part of the June batch, but I couldn't immediately start classes because internship only ended at June 2. And on top of that, there was graduation day and logbook submission, all of the things. So I almost started a month late, but I was able to catch up because the online classes were recorded, so I could see it online. Those days, there were many days kept in between the online classes. So those days, I used it up to catch up to the older classes that actually happened. And even the classes taken for the May batch were also available, so I could see those as well. And so that's the classes, and the main thing that I think helped was practicing the questions. No matter how much you read, if you didn't practice the questions, this wouldn't have happened, sir. So
how many you use it to attempt every day on an average? How many MCQs you are used to attempt on an average every day?
I would watch the topper videos. They would keep suggesting that. I remember Nanavel sir had mentioned that initially you start at 50 and you keep increasing with 25 every 2 weeks. I tried that, but in the end, I tried my best to at least do 50 per day. That's all.
Good.
Initially, I was not able to do that way, but I decided that even if I failed to meet my target, I'd at least just keep trying.
Okay. Okay, please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Oh, yes, sir. I mean, I just keep it trying, and whenever there were leaderboards, I would attempt it, those questions live. I would try my best to do it live itself. I wouldn't try and keep it. I knew that if I kept it for later, that something else would come up, then I wouldn't be able to attempt it then. So I would try my best to do it live. And actually, it was through people's advice that I came to know that PYQs are so important. Correct. And I focused on those, and I focused on those topics. I would see the answers, explanations. Yes, sir.
And so what is your typical day in the sense so how do you distribute your day? How many hours to watch the videos and how many hours to do the questions and how much time you kept for revision?
Okay. Initially, those days that I had classes most of the day, almost till 7, 8, most of the day would actually be spent attending the classes and then revising the notes. And those days would be difficult to actually meet the quota of 50 questions, that's all. But the days in between, I would, in the last few days, actually, I had a more maintained structure that I would try my best to try and revise whatever I can of a subject within an hour, and then for 1 hour try attempting questions. And I decided not to restrict myself to any MCQs on that subject only in the last few days. I decided whatever it is, how much ever prepared it is, any subject, I would attempt those MCQs. And I wouldn't think that I let me read that subject only, then I'll attempt the MCQs, that sort. Whatever state it is I am in, I should attempt the MCQ is what I thought. So at least that way I would learn.
And it helped eventually.
Yes, sir, it did. Because in the end, when we finally do the grade test, the final test, we cannot say, I just read this subject, so I will definitely only attempt these, right? There's this basic knowledge that we have all the time. We'll have to fall back on that mainly. But of course, there's this that previous day also, whatever I read actually ended up coming also. So last day is also very important. Yeah.
Fantastic, Anashwara. So it's like hard. If you see, like close to 4.5 months is what you take. 4.5 to 5 months is what you take, like to get this all India rank. And there might be many factors which might have contributed to your success. But like, if I ask you to pick three most important factors, which one you pick up?
Um, that's a kind of hard question. Like, first, I would like to thank my parents, and second, I would like to thank ADRPLEXUS. I don't think this would have happened without ADRPLEXUS. And third, I would really like to thank my friends, everyone. There were so many who were cheering on for me, and there were people whom I could discuss doubts with. And that is actually a good environment. This competitive environment is really helpful. And we also tend to motivate each other. Sometimes if we're alone, we tend to actually not want to do anything. So if we have other people, either we think, why didn't we get this rank? Why did we fall? Why did our ranking fall? Or we would think, look, they're taking so much interest in studying. We should also do that. Yeah.
Again, like parent support is like, I mean, it's unmatched. Like, and I mean, there's the strongest support system anyone should have that, and you are lucky to have that, Anashwara. And I mean, like, you're lucky to have that friends who give the competitive environment at the same time, like who supports you. And when it comes to the ADRPLEXUS, among all the resources used, what are the things which you find like most useful, and what are the things which you find which helped you for this rank?
I think first I would say would be the ADRPLEXUS planner that came out in the last month. And that actually forced me to draw tables and just plan out each hour what am I planning to do. Yeah, I didn't like it because I had to see that there were many targets I couldn't meet, but I kept doing it anyway. No, some plan is better than no plan is what I thought. So I kept making a schedule and I kept doing it.
When you are saying about the type, like I remember you, like in one of the sessions, like weekly sessions which I speak, like I
Yes,
asked you at the end of July 28th, I mean, that week, like asked to send a productivity sheet, like which you have shared it from July 28th to August 4th, like
yes.
very sincerely, like how many hours you are spending on all. That's fantastic. That shows the commitment on any day. The commitment and dedication will be rewarded, Anashwara. Yeah, and the same thing, like which is the study plan and all. It's an extension of what we were think about the productivity score sheet and all. Okay, this is one thing. And next, any
The last few sessions you held every week, no, sir, in
yeah, every
October,
Thursday we
November.
were speaking. Yeah,
I found it pretty motivating. So yeah, you would also sent in between the small topics to revise quickly within an hour.
yes,
Actually, so your insistence that we should somehow cover a subject, keep a deadline
yes.
within 1 or 2 hours, somehow cover everything. And even I remember ophthalmology ma'am had also insisted that we ought to cover when we revise, we're supposed to cover stuff quickly rather than go deeply.
Correct.
So both of those things actually helped in revision. I actually had no clue how to revise for an entrance exam before, but after this, I kind of got an idea. At least, if not a perfection, I at least knew what to do.
So this time bound revision helped you
Time bound
fantastically,
revision,
basically.
yes, sir.
Okay. And how did you feel about? What is your impression about the workbooks of Area Plexus?
Workbooks of ADRPLEXUS, they were good, sir, and there was sufficient space, and the pictures were also good. Some of them, the print was a little small, but it was okay. The classes were good. The classes were good.
Okay. And how do you feel about the leaderboards and mock examinations?
I actually like the concept of leaderboards, sir. Everyone gathering at one time. It forced me to wake up at least early in the morning and like taking a leaderboard. And initially, I did not like the concept that in leaderboard, every question had just 30 seconds or 40 seconds. I had to answer within that time. The stress in itself would cause me to mark wrong answers and
Yeah.
I used to blame everything on that. Then I thought I shouldn't be blaming the time limit for getting something wrong. So I would try staying calm and answering, and actually that kind of helped in making sure I solved questions quickly. So that kind of helped in the last this one. They recently changed the format too, so to quickly solve questions and maybe spare time, check the more uncertain ones. That's all. It helped in that way. So the
So
leaderboards,
that is
and
like,
of course the peer competition
sorry.
peer competi peer competition, sir.
Peer competition, and it's like more about like competing in a real time, and it serves the two purposes: competing in
Live
real time,
time.
and secondly, see, if a question for any question, if you give time for like 30 seconds, 45 seconds, 1 minute, 1.5 minutes, like most of the people can answer that, but like picking up that clue in the shortest possible time and answering,
Yes.
because in the exam, that is where we push you, and to pick in the shortest possible time, because in 1 second, one question, if you save like 10-15 seconds, and that can be used for another question which you are not certain about, and which you need to spend more time, and eventually like that work for you fantastically. And how do you feel about the mock examinations?
The mock examinations, they were also good, sir. The questions are good, and they mainly had questions that were from previous year questions. So that was a good thing. It was at least a revision. If yes, sir. The focus was good.
Very good, Anashwara. And sorry, what is on the examination day, like what is your approach, and how many questions you attempted, and how many, when you check the key in the sense like the recall base, like how many you felt that you got correct, an approx number?
I actually found the exam tough when I went that day, and it was not because of the format. The format I did not mind because it meant that every block I could just focus on the 50 questions, and after the
Yes.
block is over, nothing, just forget about it. We can move on the next
Yeah.
one. So I liked it in that sense. The questions in itself were the weird ones, and there were some previous year questions, and I was glad that I could see previous year questions so many times in all the practice tests, sir. So when those questions came up, I could confidently and I could quickly mark the answers and just cursorily glance to check if they had by chance modified anything.
Yeah.
And when I realized it was the same question, sort of, I could just move on. And of course, there would be revised, the same concepts also would be repeating. But I was actually surprised by, I found the questions harder, as in
Yes.
stranger, and that threw me off a bit, but I decided I'll at least give my best. And I would try my best to like at least keep some 5-10 minutes each block, solve every question, and not really try and worry about it. And those last 5-10 questions I would be marking whichever I hadn't attempted, and and marked for review, and I would go there, try and attempt some answer. And initially my strategy was that first I would maybe try my best not to attempt questions that I had doubt on too much, that I felt I wouldn't get. But then in the last few days, everyone was advising, do your best, Nanuel sir, you also sir, and everyone was advising, try attempting the maximum amount of questions that you can attempt. So I decided, fine, even if it's very risky, even if I don't know if it will turn out right or not, I decided I'll at least attempt. Only questions I absolutely had no idea, and I felt really that there would be a really good chance that I would get it wrong. I decided to leave those. So I
How many
left
questions you
some
left overall?
9 questions, sir.
9. So you attempted 191.
Yes, sir.
And with from the recalls and all, like how many you think like you got correct?
From the Oh, I did not see the recall videos.
Oh,
I
that's fine.
contributed questions, but I didn't see the recall. I was thinking maybe after the results came, I would do
Okay,
them.
okay, Nachima, that's absolutely fine. And so finally, what is your advice to your colleagues or like friends like who are going to take their NEET examinations and in future INICET examination?
There's a couple of things I'd like to say. Number one would be to not feel intimidated by the fact that there's just 4 months or 5 months or how much ever time there is remaining. That like worrying about it in itself will take away so much time. So it's okay. Anyone can do it. Planning also is something, if anybody can do it if they decide to just watch more people see they could see toppers, or they could just ask their friends or ask any mentor, and they could just find out any strategy. One thing. Second thing, even if a strategy isn't forming now, it can easily form more like later on. For now, we can just focus on trying to cover subjects, and I think the main objective would be to do as many previous year questions as possible. Try to attempt mock tests as many as possible, and try to get a feel. And there's something when I have an elder sister, and she advised me that I should be doing an error analysis of every test,
Learning
mock
from
test that I
mistakes,
give.
which you keep saying.
learning from mistakes, and also like trying to analyze and see why it is that you're making a mistake. Is it a silly mistake? Is it because we didn't revise? And how much percentage basically? Is it because it was not yet covered, or I absolutely didn't know? As I progressively gave tests, I came to realize that pretty much I made twice the amount of mistakes in not being able to recall from subjects I couldn't cover compared to me absolutely not knowing the topic. So, doing PYQs would help, and whenever a subject is covered, to try and flip through pages really quickly and cover all the important points, and to make sure reading doesn't take too much time. That is the other thing. Time bound revision, as you said,
Time
sir.
bound revision.
And yes, sir. And um,
So
and
time bound. Yeah, please go ahead.
yeah, there was so much I actually wanted to say
No, please,
because
please do that. Like that's very valuable.
yeah.
You have walked the journey. Like please share.
And whenever we get any questions wrong, to try your best to not feel frustrated, but to just try staying calm and focusing on solving the question. And also, if a test doesn't go right, it's okay. We can. I never thought I would get 18. It's okay. We can just learn from the mistakes over there. And in itself, actually, there's a lot of people I think who would feel discouraged and not in general feeling like studying for exams, I would say, and or they feel very easily discouraged. I would tell them to keep studying, keep trying MCQs. We'll ourselves see that we are improving. For me, that was a very good motivation. I could notice that who I was 3 months ago is not the same person as who I am now when it comes to at least studying. I knew much more because of rapid revision and attempting questions. uh, because of that, I was able to answer questions I wouldn't have been able to answer 3 months ago, and that in itself was a great motivation. I felt that even if I didn't achieve my target in this INICET, at the very least, I improved greatly.
Correct.
So that in itself was a victory. That in itself was something to be happy about. That was an incentive to study more.
So fantastic,
Yeah.
Anashwara. So the take home is like if you say like learning from mistakes and analyzing the mistakes and time bound revision and focusing more on the progress rather than the result and keep moving ahead
Yes.
and attempting more number of questions and previous year questions and mock examinations. And these are the key factors which contributed to your success and which the message which you are passing on to your colleagues and juniors for their success. Fantastic piece of advice, Anashwara. And once again, hearty congratulations from entire ADRPLEXUS for your success. And like as a faculty, we are all very happy at your success. And hearty congratulations to your family members. Are there no by any chance?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Hello, sir. Good evening. I'm
Good evening.
Saran Reddy. Good evening, ma'am. Hearty congratulations to both of you.
Thank you.
Entire family, sir. How are you feeling, sir?
Yeah, we should thank you first because you have trained her and you have put a lot of effort. I think she also tried her level best. So I should thank you first.
No, our pleasure, sir. Like we wait for these days, like to share the success of the students. Like because we always keep saying in the classes or sessions, like their success is our success. And I mean, Anashwara, like I mean, she's I would say like very sincere student, like which she keep like for attending every class. And once again, hearty congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
Hearty congratulations, ma'am.
Thank you
so how are you feeling after seeing the results, sir?
We are feeling ecstatic. So we were not sure that she will get like she will score less than 100 or not. Of course, that was a hope, but we were not sure because we have no means to measure her.
Yes.
So we are very happy. We are extremely happy because this is what we wanted. She has achieved it. We are very happy.
Fantastic, sir. Enjoy the moments. Once again, hearty congratulations, sir. Hearty congratulations, ma'am. Once again, hearty congratulations, Anashwara, and also to you all other family members and also all the teachers starting from your whoever contributed to your success starting from your schooling. Enjoy the moments and.
I would also like to thank God, sir, for making all of this possible. I kept praying that I would get within 50, but I was not sure it would happen, but God has granted it.
So
Yes.
that's absolutely fine, Anashwara. Enjoy the moments and like so we will see to that we will help you with the counseling process also, and we will guide you through every step. Okay, we'll keep in touch, Anashwara. Okay.
Yes,
sir.
Now,
yeah,
as
thank
of now,
you.
enjoy
Thank
the
you so
moment,
much.
celebrate, and then again we will
Sure.
discuss on this.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.